Hello and welcome back to Bit Trading. So, for any of you who do not know me, my name is AJ, one of the mentors here at Bit Trading. And yeah, today I thought I would do a live stream, sort of just going to test it out, really, to be honest with you, because the live streaming software that I was using previously wasn't really working with my Wi-Fi. Now I know that this software does, work with my Wi-Fi, so hopefully everything should run smoothly. So yeah, let me know in the let me know in the chat if everything is moving swiftly, if everything's working okay. So just let me know. But yeah, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And yeah, we will jump straight on into the analysis and talk about. Okay, Mo, it's smooth. Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, we will jump straight on into the analysis and sort of talk about what I'm expecting. To be honest with you, I am short on the price of Bitcoin. I have been, short on the price of Bitcoin for quite a long time now. Ever since we hit the all-time high back up here, okay, I have been short on the price of Bitcoin. All the videos that I've been making for you. Yes, I've taken the odd long here and there, but yeah, all of the videos I've been making for you are mostly bearish, and I don't want to have to bring that bearishness to you guys. But obviously, it's something that, as of right now, I have to, I will sort of have to bring to attention, let's say, because it's what I'm doing. I'm taking a lot of shorts at the moment because I'm seeing those opportunities. For me right now, shorts are favorable, right? There is a long trade from here. Have I taken it? No, I haven't taken that long trade. In the video that I did for you guys yesterday, I was talking about a long trade from here as well, but I haven't taken this long trade. And what has happened? Well, the price has dumped. Okay, so that has been the right decision for me to not enter into this long trade. Now, this long trade, was off of the basis that we had a GP 786 level coming in confluence, of course, with the value area low. We were below value area low. And then if we take a look at the order flow and we come onto the 8 hour, we can see that we have mass short absorption coming in. Okay, so we have higher lows on the price of Bitcoin, and then CVD is, telling us that there is aggressive shorting coming in. And because price is forming this, higher low structure, we know that there are some big players absorbing this price action here. So we know that this is, obvious short absorption happening right now. So there is the case that we could enter into a long here, but I'm just not happy with a long trade from here, to be honest. And the main reason is because you always have to remember, and a lot of people say this, the trend is your friend until the end, right? What is the trend? The trend is downwards, right? The trend is bearish. Okay. So for me, this is giving me those indications that, right, okay, we could come lower here. We could come and take out these series of lows here, forming another lower low and continuing that bearish market structure, right? That's sort of what I'm, expecting, and that's why I've positioned myself in such a way by entering into so many short trades, right? I entered into a short up here. We had a short from up here. We had a short from here as well. All of these shorts, of course, I have given to the team in the Discord, right? This was the most recent short trade right here. Okay, so this was the short that I shorted because we were coming into the POC. Okay, as we were coming into that POC, we also had the VWAP as well, which has been it was a monthly VWAP. Okay, which has been respected. Not perfectly, but it has initially been respected, and we formed a failed auction actually of that VWAP. We also were coming into this liquidity up here, so we can actually see it a little bit better on the charts. Let's get rid of the drawings. Okay, so we had liquidity sat up here in confluence with that POC. So those were the main factors of entering into this short trade. Okay, what happened was that we SFP'd slash failed auctioned this liquidity up here, and also SFP'd that POC, which showed me that strength, that sign of weakness. Okay, it was showing me the sign of weakness here. Okay, so I entered into that short trade, and as you can see, we've had a big move towards the downside. I can actually bring up those short trades here. Okay, so this is the short trade that I'm currently, sorry, this short trade here is this one here. This short trade right here is from the all-time high. Okay, so I am, aggressively shorting at this moment in time, and for me, it is the right decision. And the proof is in the pudding, really, isn't it? Because we've seen a pullback after entering into the short here, pullback after entering into the short here, pullback after entering into the short here. Okay, like I said, I don't want to be bearish, but right now it is the time to be bearish. Now, don't think that, right, oh, we have to short, okay, just because I'm saying this. No, okay, right, if you're not in any short trades, now is not the time to enter a short trade. Okay, now is really not the time to enter into a short trade. Of course, I am still expecting lower. I'm expecting range low to be tapped. Okay, let's just get the exact price on that. So let's just move. Oh, what's going on? I'm on the pen tool, that's why. Right there. So $59,088 is that exact target that I am looking for towards the downside. Okay. So for me, I am looking for lower, right? Does it mean to enter into a short trade? No. Okay. Because the short trades were from here, here, and here. Okay, these were the three short trades to had. Of course, all of these trades, we can actually go up and take a look at the other short trade here. Okay, this was the short trade from this one here. Okay, so all of these were given in the Discord. Okay, those were the short trades to be had. Now is not the time to be shorting. Now, the reason I am actually still looking for lower from here as well is mainly because we're seeing aggressive shorting coming in. Okay, yes, it's being absorbed, but we're seeing new shorts, right? Millions and millions and millions of new shorts opening. Okay, and I updated the team today. So this was at 9:52 this morning. Okay, and I just was updating the team saying my preferred scenario is still a move down to range low. Okay, and that was right here. Where is price right now? Okay, we're moving closer to that range low. Okay, then later on in the day at 12:30, I said this is a strong downtrend as millions of new shorts are opening. No long trades for me. I am looking for lower. Okay, so we can very clearly see here the shorting coming in. Okay, and these are new shorts coming in as well, and that is signified by all of the open. Okay, so we have all of this open interest increase whilst all of these shorts are opening up. All right, what can we see? Minus 4.7, minus 5.6, minus 19 million, minus 4.1, minus 5.7, minus 8.7, minus 4.8, minus 6.8, right? We've got so many shorts opening up as prices pulling back and open interest is increasing. So for me, this is a very, very strong downtrend, right? A very strong downtrend. So there is no reason for me right now to be looking for a long trade, even on the lower time frames. I'm just not looking at a long trade right now. I'm just looking for lower prices. You can see the open interest is just increasing as these shorts are opening up as well. So it's new shorts opening up, and this is what we classify a healthy downtrend to look like. Okay, if we were getting aggressive shorting coming in but open interest was decreasing, then this is where I would expect a short squeeze to happen to squeeze out all of those shorts. Okay, and then eventually we would initially get a pullback. But for me, this is a very, very healthy downtrend, and from this, we can expect lower prices. Okay, we can expect lower prices. So as you can see, we're making new lows every second. Okay, as you can see, we're continuing to pull back, and we could actually, looking at this candle here, if it continues, we could actually come down to the target within this stream. But let's talk about the target, okay? Because I have a short from up here still open. I have a short from up here still open. I have a short from up here still open. And of course, I'm going to be looking to take profits off of those short trades. Okay, so what is my plan? Well, my plan is actually, I've already taken profits off of this short, off of this short, and off of this short, right? I've taken TP1, TP2 off of this, TP1, TP2 off of this, and I've only taken a TP1 on this, and I will be looking to take more TPs on all of these shorts down at range low down here. Okay, so that is the next target I have, of course, and that is going to be my next TP point. Where from there, right? There's two things that can happen, obviously, right? I guess you can say three things, right? We can come down, consolidate on here, okay, but I wouldn't expect it because this is such a key level. But there's two scenarios that I'd be looking for, right? The first scenario is that we come down, okay, we form some sort of SFP, we form a failed auction, okay, and we get accepted back above the range low. which would actually give me a long entry. Okay, so I'd be looking for a long entry down here, and actually I'd be targeting, value area low, mid-range of the parallel channel, POC, right? Those would be my targets. So this is sort of a long trade that I'm actually looking at. Of course, entering somewhere around here. We don't know where the entry will be. We'll have to see how price action plays out, because remember, this might not even play out either. But this is the target I'm looking at for my shorts. This is that next trade setup that I'm looking for, and I've been very, very patient for this level. I've been very patient because I've been waiting for this level for a very long time, right? I was waiting for this level here, but we front run it. I've been waiting for this level here, and here, okay? But we front run this level so many times, okay? So we could possibly front run it again. But yeah, I would expect now, because we're seeing such a healthy downtrend, that all of this liquidity is most likely going to be swept, okay? That's coming in at around $59,499. And if we were to come there, then I would just expect range low to be taken out. It's pretty simple, right? It's just these levels are so close together that I would just expect price to continue lower, okay, and take out that range low, taking out the liquidity, giving us that perfect long entry. That's what I'm looking for, okay. We also have the bearish scenario, which for me right now is actually more probable, and even if we get the long entry, is still more probable as well, right? So we have, of course, bearish market structure, right? Bearish market structure possibly coming down here to form that lower low, right? Another lower low here, okay, which would confirm that we're still in that bearish market structure. But we could still form that failed auction / SFP, okay? We could do that, and we could get a long entry. But this long entry, this long trade, okay, say we enter into a long trade here, right? Let's draw it up. Say we enter into a long trade here, stop below the low, okay? We kind of want to just target value area low, and maybe in between mid-range of the parallel channel and sort of that value area low. Reason being is because we're still going to be in that bearish market structure, even if we do get the long entry. So it doesn't, just because we're in bearish market structure, it doesn't invalidate the long trade, okay? It doesn't invalidate the long trade at all. We can still take a long trade, and I will most likely take a long trade. I probably will take a long trade if the setup is there, okay? But we have to understand that as price is rising, there's still that possibility that price is going to form another lower high. Okay, we could come up here. Of course, this is not set in stone that we're coming here. This is just an example, right? We could come up here, form another lower high, okay, continuing these series of lower highs, then pull back, form another lower low, okay, get the break, like the clean break, because of course this would be a failed auction of the range low, but a clean break of the range low, okay, and then we get possibly a retest or something, and then the bigger correction, which could take us down to 50,000. Well, I'd say 51,000 is our next major level of support, right? Let's pull a fixed range from here. Okay, yeah, so this is that next level of major support. So let's draw in a POC here. There we go. Okay, so that would be the next major level of support, $52,000 approximately. Okay, that would be the next major level of support, where from there, if we get a break of that, then we're looking for much lower prices. But okay, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. That would be the next level of support. If we break that, then we start talking about lower prices. But of course, there's still a possibility we hold this and then get a bounce, and we could still go to all-time highs. Okay, now I'm not. I don't want to get overly bearish at all, okay? That's not what I want to do. I just understand that price is looking bearish right now, and I will zoom out and look at the broader time frame as well. But we have to understand, price is looking bearish and shorts are favorable, and, we do have to be considering these lower price targets. I know that, a lot of people, especially here on YouTube, hate it when people get bearish, but what you have to understand is that when price is bearish, and you need to position yourself in a way that you can profit off of price being bearish, right? If you constantly think price is going to be bullish, you're just going to lose all of your capital. You just are, right? Because you're going to be longing or buying as the price is just going down, down, down. Now, in the grand scheme of things, if you're buying, okay, as price is going down, right, that's fine. If you're thinking more, 5 to 10 years time, okay, but if you're thinking for a year's time, okay, 6 month time, okay, then it's not realistic to be bullish, right? When you start seeing price giving you those hints of bearishness, you have to take action on it. That's exactly what I've been doing. That's exactly what the team here have been doing at Bit Trading as well, right? We've been preparing ourselves for this scenario. Okay, we've been preparing ourselves for this scenario, and we may not even get this long trade entry here, right? We could, let's just see here. Okay, we could just get a clean break and come down to 52. That would be the most bearish scenario. Personally, for me, I would like to see the long trade here, even just come up for another lower high and then see. Of course, I can't tell price where to go, but this is something that I just prefer to see. And then we get the move towards the downside, right? We could actually, from here, we could come take out the liquidity from here if we form a low here and then get the rise. Could take the liquidity out from here, get another long trade. This long trade could take us up to all-time high, right? I'm not getting overly bearish here. We just have to understand all of these scenarios, okay? That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm understanding what all the scenarios are. Okay, this is, again, another scenario, okay? But for me right now, I am just looking for range low, right? That's that next target that I'm looking for, where from there we can reevaluate, right? Are we looking long? Are we looking bullish? If we're looking bullish, we can enter into a long. Happy days, right? We can long to higher prices, right? If we're looking bearish, okay, we get a clean break. We have, shorts continuing to open up with open interest increase, right? Then there's no reason to be entering into a long trade down here at all, right? There's no reason to enter into a long trade at all. And we just target lower prices. Again, 52,000 approximately is that target, okay? That is that target. Reason being is because there is absolutely no support coming in here. No support coming in. So there's no real reason for price to bounce off of this level here. So we would expect price to come down to this high, this big node here, okay, as the POC, which is this previous range point of control right there. Okay, that would be that target, to be honest. And from there, we can look for a long trade, right? Again, this is a long trade setup from down here. If we look bullish, I will be happy to take a long from there. Okay, but right now there's just no long trade to be had, no short trades either. Okay, remember, no short trades. The shorts that were to be had were from here, okay, from here and from here. Okay, those are the short trades that we entered here at Bit Trading, and those are the shorts. That if you're not in any shorts, right, those were the shorts that were missed, right? So yeah, that's sort of it to a T, to be honest with you. That's sort of it to a T. If you've got any questions, if you want me to look at anything, then yeah, of course, let me know in the comments. I was going to cover the much higher time frame as well, actually. So let's do that. I will just see. Let's just going to pull up Twitter quickly. Right. So yeah, let's have a look at that higher time frame then. Okay, so let's get rid of what's that? Get rid of that. I might just file these up quick. My object tree is looking a bit messy at the moment. Right. Let's look at the weekly then, right? Let's look at the broader time frame. This is what I've talked about as well. Okay, I made a video about this on the channel as well. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, I've talked about this a lot. Okay, I've talked about this a lot, and this is something that we really need to be aware of as well. And I have myself been aware of this, and I've of course been letting the team know on the Visionary Discord as well. In the daily market updates. Okay, that I am aware of this as well. If you want access to this Discord, click the first link in the description. I'll have to put it in the comment section as well, pin it in the comment section. Yeah, it'll take you over to this page here. There's a free trial, okay, no details required. So just sign up there and you can get a 1-day free trial on the Visionary Discord and just scroll through it and see how valuable it is, how much valuable information we give away. But yeah, of course, I have been talking about this for quite some time now. Okay, quite some time, ever since we made these all-time highs, right? What is price doing? Okay, price, or what has price done to say, right? Price has formed a swing failure pattern, okay, slash failed auction, okay, because it did get a slight break of it, okay, but swing failure pattern slash failed auction of the range high, okay, which is also all-time high, right? I just want to put this into perspective, right? If this was on a 1 hour, a 30-minute, or even if this was on a 15-minute, a 30-minute, a 1 hour, a 2 hour, a 3 hour, a 4 hour, a 6 hour, an 8 hour, a 10, whatever time frame, okay, lower time frame, this would have been a short trade for me, okay. Where would the short have been from? Okay, the short would have been from 69,106. The stop would have been above the high. Okay, the target would be mid-range of the parallel channel and range low. Okay, the amount of trades that I take that look identical to this, the only difference with this is that we are on the weekly time frame. Okay, the only difference with this is that we are on the weekly time frame, and to be honest with you, there's no difference. Okay, there's no difference. This is where I started to get bearish. Okay, well, all-time high is where I started to get bearish on the smaller time frames, okay, because we formed a swing failure pattern of the all-time high. Short entry for me, I entered into the short. But this is where I started to think, right, bull market over. I don't want to be that person, okay? I don't want to be that person at all. But it's something that we have to be aware of, right? If this was on a lower time frame, for example, the 1 hour time frame, okay, it is it's such a simple trade. Such a simple trade. Simple entry, simple invalidation, simple targets. Okay, mid-range, range low. Okay. The amount of times that these play out, these trades are trades that we take on a day-to-day basis here at Bit Trading, right? These are trades that we take on a day-to-day basis. What we have to understand, okay, is that on a lower time frame, I would take this trade. I would take this trade. This is a trade that I would take, right? We could probably find an example. Well, that's altcoin trades, yeah. So we want to look at, I can probably find an example of one of these trades that I've actually taken. This right here, right? This is just in the vice versa. Okay, what has price done? Right, it's formed a swing failure pattern of range low. What time frame is this on? The 1 hour. I entered into a long trade, okay? I entered into a long trade. Here was the long trade. Very profitable long trade, okay? We're seeing the exact same thing, vice versa, okay, because it's a short trade, on the weekly time frame. Okay, this is a short trade, right? Well, not anymore because the short entry would have been from up there. So you have to look for a short trade on the lower time frame. Okay, but this is when I started to get bearish on Bitcoin when I understood that we formed an SFP slash failed auction of the all-time high slash range high, right? We now actually should be targeting $42,000 and possibly even $15,000. I don't want to be that guy that says that, okay, but it is the reality of it. Okay, those are the targets for this trade. Okay, those are the targets that we have for this trade. Now, of course, I could be wrong on this, right? I could be wrong. Of course, we have to understand that we are very, very bullish, right? We're in a bullish market, okay, and I could be wrong on this, okay, but right, going off my statistics, right, I've been trading for over 3 years now, okay, and these are what I trade on a day-to-day basis, and the win rate on this is over 80% the majority of the time. Okay, sometimes 90%. Okay, depending on how the market is. So for me right now, it's just like I don't want to believe it that we could come down to the mid-range, which is 42,000. But statistically, okay, it's probable. Okay, the probabilities of it are very, very high. So, this is why I'm positioning myself in so many short positions right now. Okay, this is why I'm positioning myself in so many shorts. And you can argue with me and say, right, we're in a bull market. Okay, we're going to see another all-time high. Yeah, of course, there's that argument. Okay, but you can't argue with the fact that right now, okay, if we get rid of this, you can't argue with the fact that on these lower time frames, we are looking pretty extremely bearish. Okay, bearish market structure, continuously forming these lower highs, right? Continuously forming these lower lows. Okay, and it looks like we're going to come down and form another lower low. Of course, it all starts on those lower time frames, right? It all starts on the lower time frames. But to be honest, you could actually argue that it started on the higher time frame here, which then again, there's another argument of, is that more bearish because it's starting on the higher time frame? So yeah, of course, there's lots of arguments to be had, but this is just my perspective on the market, and it's been working well for me so far. Right, to be bearish on the market right now has been working for me. Entering into short trades has been working for me. Right, it's been making me lots of profit. Entering into long trades, okay, I've been doing that as well. Right, I have. We took this long trade here. Okay, we took this long trade. It was a really successful long trade. Okay, but it didn't come up to our main target, a range high. But of course, we took profits along the way up. It was a very, very profitable long trade. So I'm not just taking short trades, right? I'm not just taking short trades. Okay, where's the other short that I had? Yeah, of course, there we go, all-time high. That was the other short. There. So, I'm not just been taking short trades. I have been taking long trades, but the short trades have been paying me more than the long trades right now. So there's, for me anyway, a reason to be bearish on the price of Bitcoin. And yeah, like I said, we break this, right? We're looking for lower prices where we then have, right, that major POC here at 52,000. Again, that's going to be major support. So we could see a nice bounce off of that. I would be looking for a long trade down here if we were to come down here. But if we broke it, right, the most probable scenario, if we broke 52,000, is probably 42,000, which is actually the target for the mid-range of that parallel channel that we were looking at. Let's pull that up here. Yeah. So that's actually, and we can actually, there's confluence with that as well. Okay, there, POC, right? We have another POC down here. There's confluence with that, okay? So, yeah, again, I don't want to get extremely bearish. It's not what I want to do. I don't want to be that guy, but I have to understand that, it might be the most profitable thing to be doing right now, being bearish and shorting, right? That's probably the most probable. And of course, I don't want to over short. Okay, I don't want to over expose myself to short trades. Of course, that's why, of course, I'm taking profits as price is pulling back. You have to be taking profits, otherwise you're not realizing them and you're not actually making any money. To put it bluntly. But yeah, I think, yeah, I don't want to rant on about it and say, it's the end of the bull market. I don't want to rant about that. I understand that we're still very bullish, and we could come up to all-time highs again. Right? I do understand that, and I will position myself in such a way that I can profit off of that as well. Of course, by entering into a long trade when I see a long trade setup. I am in a long trade from 41,000. I am in a long trade from 51,000. Okay, those are I gave those on the Visionary Discord. So yeah, sign up to the Visionary Discord. Okay, there's a 1-day free trial there. Sign up to it. No details required, and just scroll up and you can find those trades that I took as well. But yeah, let's see what these trades are on. Yeah, so they're doing nicely. Continuing to. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really want to take any more profits off of those trades, right? My next TP is just that range low. I've taken stop losses at entry on them as well. So these are now just free trades, right? Both of these trades here, my stop losses, if we can actually, I haven't put my stop loss at entry on that trade yet though. But we're so far away from entry, it doesn't really matter. But I will most likely, I will put a stop loss on at that entry. But yeah, for me, positioning myself in such a way, i.e., bearish is the most profitable thing for me to be doing right now. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you want me to look at anything specific. Any questions? Yeah, let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything. Let's have a quick peep at Ethereum, right? Let's have a look. Because I have been taking some nice, because we shorted this. It wasn't the all-time high, of course, right? Because Ethereum hasn't made an all-time high this this time round. But yeah, I took a short on ETH here. Here was the short setup that I took. Of course, gave it to everyone in the Visionary Discord. And yeah, this was an amazing trade on ETH. Yeah, TP2. So I took a TP1 on that at 45%. And then I took a TP2 on that at 155%. And I did actually fully close that short trade down here when we had this long trade here. Reason being is because I thought, to be honest, that Bitcoin was going to make another all-time high. So I thought, right, I'm happy to take full TP on this short trade here. There was a long trade. Okay, of course, you're targeting the high here, really, but that didn't happen. Then there was a short trade here. So this is when Bitcoin was forming that bearish market structure. So there was an obvious short trade here on Ethereum, taking out the liquidity from here. Perfect setup, perfect trade, as you can see, executed perfectly, right? There was a long trade here on Ethereum. I didn't take it. Reason being, the reason I didn't take it is because I understand that Bitcoin's in this bearish market structure. Ethereum is also in this bearish market structure. And the stop loss would have been very deep, okay, very deep, a 10% move towards the downside. So I understand that the risk on this wasn't great. So of course, if we're targeting this high here, it's a 2-to-1, or a 1-to-2, however you want to phrase it, right? A 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, so it's a 1-to-2. And for me, knowing that Bitcoin is forming lower highs, Ethereum is also forming lower highs, right? And now formed a lower low when we were looking at it here. It just seemed more probable that we were going to see a move, up here. Okay. And that's what happened, right? A 10% move towards the upside. Okay. And then another lower high, and then another move towards the downside. That was my thought process behind this, which is why I didn't take this long trade. Now, if I took this long trade, it would have been a profitable long trade, right? We could have taken a TP1 here. Okay, move that stop to entry. It would have been a profitable trade, but I understood that we're looking bearish, right? And if we do get stopped out of that, the the risk is just a little bit too high because it would be a 10% move towards the downside. Okay. But like on this one, it was only a 2.76% move towards the downside. Like this, it's a 5.56. Even that was a bit of a big stop. Of course, you want to be using much lower leverage, especially on altcoins like Ethereum. But yeah, for me, that stop was just too deep for this bearish market structure. So I didn't take that. But yeah, again, Ethereum, right? Ethereum is exactly the same, right? Bearish market structure. Okay, we could be coming down to take out these lows. Trend is your friend until the end. Ethereum is bearish as of right now for me. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out. Ideally, we'll have to see how Bitcoin plays out because, of course, it will follow. Bitcoin will follow. Hopefully, the stream is running smoothly. Again, any questions, anything, just let me know in the chat, and I can answer any questions. But yeah. Yeah, so a bit quiet in here, but yeah, of course, I've run through everything, to be honest with you. So yeah, if there's anyone here, ask me any questions. If you want me to look at anything, just yeah, let me know, and I'll be happy to look at those. But yeah, pretty much I've run through everything. I've run through why I am fairly bearish on the price of Bitcoin right now. I've run through my bigger bias. I've run through the trades that we could be looking for, right? Of course, the trade for the long trade from range low, that's that next trade, to be honest with you, that I'm looking for. No new trades to be had right now. Let's take a look at XO charts again, right? Let's have a look at XO. So yeah, I mean, we're not seeing aggressive shorting coming in at the moment, but it's to be understood, right? We've had a big move towards the downside here with aggressive shorting, right? We're probably going to see price consolidate a little bit, maybe have a bit of a move towards the downside, just let it breathe, okay, and then from there, I expect another move towards the downside, to be honest. to that range low. Let's just load this up. Yeah. Okay. No questions. To be honest, I don't know who's actually in here. There's no real reason to take another TP on the short trades, to be honest with you. There's no real reason to take another TP. I'm quite happy with the TPs I've already taken, and I'm quite happy to just see if we come down to $59,000 to then take that next TP. Like I said this morning, my preferred scenario is still a move to range low. This was even before we got the big move, right? Range low is still that target. I don't know. This range has been really kind of frustrating, to be honest with you, because we have front run range high and range low so many times, right? We front run range high here, front run range high here, front run range low, front run range low, all these times here. So we could front run here. It's a possibility. I understand that, but probabilities would say we come to range low, to be honest. I mean, I'll stay on for a few more minutes. We'll see if anyone wants to join, and yeah. Any questions, just, of course, let me know. If you're wondering what I'm eating dates. They are my favourite things at the moment, amongst other things. Make sure you subscribe if you're not as well. I'm gonna start doing. Sorry, I'm gonna start doing these live streams more often. I think. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really see anything extremely bullish at this level. Telling me that let's look at this 7-8. Yeah. I mean, so I said this yesterday, right? There is still a long trade to be had from here, right? We understand that, okay? I know I'm very bearish at this moment in time. I'm in a lot of short trades, but um, and I've not taken this long trade. You can't really ignore a long trade when a long trade is there, but just because we get some nice longs coming in at the moment, but I just rather see range low being taken out. To be honest, we understand, right? We understand that we have mass short absorption coming in, mass short absorption, which is very, very bullish. Um, and we're coming into that GP 786. We're below value area low. There's all of the opportunities here to take a long, right? I haven't taken the long, right? I was saying yesterday, right? There's a long to be had from here. I didn't take the long, right? What happens? We've got to move towards the downside. Okay, this is exactly why. It's not. Here I'm not trading off of. Um, how should I say this? I'm not trading off of my, like, I wouldn't say rules, but my strategy. Let's say I'm not trading off of my strategy here. I'm trading off of kind of like experience and um, just my mindset behind it. To be honest with you, this is a valid long trade from here. It is a valid long trade, and your stop's going to be below the low here, right? You're targeting, POC mid range of the parallel channel. That's your target. Nice risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2.68. It's a nice trade. It's a valid trade. I just rather see range low being tapped. Now I could be wrong, right? And we get a move towards the upside, okay? But I just yeah, for me, I just got that sense, that there's something going around in my head. Just telling me the right thing to do is just remain patient. And if I want to enter into a long trade, right? Of course, right? I want to be in a long trade because I want to take this long trade up to all-time high. I also have to understand that we might not actually do that. We might not actually come back up to all-time high, but I am looking for those long trades, right? But the preferred long trade would be from range low. Yes, there's a long trade to be had from here, but my preferred scenario would be a long trade from range low. So yeah, I don't know, to be honest, right? Of course, you can enter into a long trade off of your own reasons, off of your own back, but yeah, personally, I'm not taking this long trade. Give it a couple more minutes. Almost coming up to an hour, so yeah, I might leave it at 1 hour. Yeah, I think that's okay for the first stream. To be honest with you, I'm gonna start doing this. Do I start doing these live streams every day? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'll try and do one tomorrow. I can tell you though that this streaming software is working much better than StreamYard. Whenever I try and stream on StreamYard, for some reason, it just doesn't want to work. You can't do as much with this software, but for some reason it just works. I know my Wi-Fi is pretty rubbish, right? Should we have a look how? What's it? Speed test. Let's see how rubbish my Wi-Fi is, right? But for some reason it works, right? It works on this streaming software. Right, it doesn't look too bad so far, right? The download speed is actually all right. Okay. I did a live stream this morning on StreamYard for the team. Just like 2 frames a minute. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's embarrassing, really, but I live in the middle of nowhere, so I can't do anything about it. Yeah. I'll give it another minute. If you've got any questions, fire away. Fire away. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. That's okay for the first stream, to be honest with you. But yeah, I will probably do another one of these tomorrow. Let's just keep doing it. Let's just see how it goes. But yeah, thank you very much for any of you that did watch. Really appreciate that. Any of you that smashed that thumbs up button, really appreciate that as well. So yeah, just smash that thumbs up button before I go, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow for another live stream. Time wise, not too sure. I'll have to figure out a set time at some point. I will do a set time, but yeah, for now it just might just be a little bit random. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow. And you visionary members, I'll see you on the Discord. So see you later, guys, and yeah, goodbye. Thank you very much.